Hello, friends. This is Professor Googlov. Today's video will be a little unusual, but I'm sure you will like it. So, get comfortable and let's go. The woman found an apartment behind the mirror. New York resident Samantha Hartsoe found a secret two-bedroom apartment behind her bathroom mirror. Hartsoe discovered the room when she decided to find out why her bathroom was constantly drafty, even though it had no ventilation. She realized that the airflow was coming from behind a mirror, and when she removed it, she saw a trapdoor to another room. The woman assumed that it was a utility room for the building's electrical equipment. The owner shone her phone into the hole and saw a corridor with exits to two rooms. She decided to climb into the previously hidden room. There she saw trash and water bottles. Hartsoe stated that the space was like an apartment with a disconnected toilet and exposed pipes. She now wants to check with the homeowners to find out what the dwelling was and who owns it. Elizabeth II made a surprise appearance at the wedding. Britain's Queen Elizabeth II and her husband Prince Philip unexpectedly attended the wedding of hair salon owners at Manchester City Hall, responding to a joking invitation the bride and groom received a month ago. Newlyweds Francis and John Canning were, in their own words, taken aback by the arrival of the monarchal couple at their celebration. "We booked City Hall 100 years ago, and in February we got a phone call informing us that a particularly important person would be in the building at the same time. When we found out who it was, we sent a mock invitation to Her Majesty, to which we received a kind reply, but we in no way expected a follow-up. During the ceremony, we were told that the person was about to arrive and the Queen came in and addressed us by name," Mrs. Canning said. The couple noted that they have long been fans of the royal family. One of the guests was so surprised by what was happening that he knocked over a piece of the interior. According to him, Her Majesty asked if he was all right. Watch on and you'll learn the name of a famous walrus in Europe who likes to hijack other people's boats. A CIA robot. The CHIA's Office of Advanced Technology and Programs has developed an unmanned underwater vehicle, a robotic catfish named Charlie. According to official data, this masterpiece of aquatic robotics is designed to study underwater inhabitants. What the CIA's plans really are, we can only guess. Some characteristics that were taken into account during Charlie's development: speed, endurance, maneuverability, depth control, navigational accuracy, autonomy. Charlie has a ruggedized hull, with communication and ballast systems in the body of the fish and a propulsion system in the tail. It is controlled by a radio telephone. A village for the homeless. Los Angeles authorities in collaboration with Lehrer Architects have built a village for the homeless in North Hollywood. The Alexandria Park Tiny Home Village housing complex consists of 103 small homes. It is estimated that about 200 homeless people can live in the village. The 2.4-meter-wide houses from Pallet, a shelter housing company, accommodate 1 or 2 people. Small white and colored buildings line the main street, also painted in bright colors. Some houses contain common spaces: kitchen, laundry, toilets, showers, and assistance services. Residents can lock their doors to feel safe and walk their pets in a special area. The village was built in just 13 weeks because of the high number of homeless people in Los Angeles. According to 2020 data, there are more than 66,000 people living in the city without a place of their own. Sharks that glow in the dark. Did you know that some sharks can glow in the dark? This unusual property for a long time remained unexplored, and the mechanism of its appearance continued to worry scientists. However, as a result of recent studies, biologists have finally been able to find the answer to how exactly some species of these dangerous predators have obtained the ability to emit bright green light, and for what, in fact, they do it. Despite the fact that the light produced by sharks is not visible to the human eye, it is well perceived by relatives even at great distances. In addition, sharks living off the coast of Chile can emit not only green light, but also red and orange. As it turned out during the study, this ability to change colors depends on the presence of a particular color scheme involved in the process of fluorescence. Such an unusual quality allows sharks not only to navigate perfectly in low light conditions, but also to search for their relatives at great depths. Abandoned underground nuclear bunker. The charming English country town of Wiltshire doesn't look like it could be hiding any dark secrets, but appearances can be deceiving. Deep below 30 meters of rustic cobbled streets lies a massive underground city built in case of a nuclear strike on London. Bunker Burlington occupies approximately 142,000 square meters, and its roads stretch for almost 100 kilometers. The bunker can house 4,000 people at a time and has amenities such as a television studio, cafe and pub. Many of the walls are decorated with colorful murals by artist Olga Lehman. The existence of the bunker was only made known in 2004 when it was commissioned. However, it was never used, not even for test runs. A huge house that was moved on a giant trailer. A San Francisco resident moved a 139-year-old two-story house to a new location. The old mansion was lifted onto a huge platform and moved 6 blocks away from its former place of residence. The owner of the house is local broker Tim Brown. The man bought the 6-bedroom home in 2013 and 7 years later undertook to move it to a new location. Brown decided to set the house on a 6-block foreclosed lot to build a condominium to combine his 2 properties and then sell it off to luxury housing enthusiasts. Tim Brown paid about $400,000 for a move that had been planned for several years. The challenge was not only putting the house on special platforms, but also clearing the road for the move. City services had to remove streetlights, parking meters, tree branches and utilities, and block the roadway. The longest tennis match in history. The longest match in the history of professional tennis ended with the victory of American John Isner over Frenchman Nicolas Mahut with a score of 70-68 in the 5th set, according to the official website of the Wimbledon tournament. The game began on June 22 and after 4 games was interrupted due to darkness. The next day, the tennis players continued the duel, which was again interrupted due to nightfall with the score 59-59 at 118 game. On June 24, the athletes reached 138 games, when at the score of 30-30 the American twice beat the Frenchman who came to the net. In total, the tennis players served 215 times. Isner set a record for the number of aces in one match 1-1-2. The match lasted 11 hours and 5 minutes, with only the 5th set lasting 8 hours and 11 minutes. The walrus that hijacks boats. Walrus Valley is a European celebrity. Over the past 6 months, he has been seen in the most picturesque bays in France, Spain and the UK. And recently, Valley arrived in Ireland in a bay near the village of Crookhaven. The Irish are happy to have visitors, but there's one problem with Valley. He likes to bask in the sun on the deck of the boat. But the walrus weighs about 800 kilograms, and not every boat can withstand such a weight. The walrus journey across Europe is marked by 1 or 2 sunken boats in every bay it visits. In Ireland, they believe they have found a solution to this problem. A special pontoon will be built for Valley. The authors of the project from Seal Rescue Ireland, a conservation organization that rescues marine animals, hope that Valley will like the pontoon better than boats. Nevertheless, owners of boats in Crookhaven Bay are asked to cover them with tarpaulins or remove their motors, which the walrus can damage. The animal rights activists also urge everyone not to disturb the walrus, even if you really want to get to know Valley better. Excessive attention disturbs the animal, and Valley may start thrashing around and cause harm to boats and people, as well as to himself. Well, as I promised, the video was interesting. So, subscribe to the channel, give it a thumbs up. See you tomorrow. Bye for now.